Hi, I'm Christina Pendleton. I grew up attending Mass with my mom every Sunday. I learned all of the Catholic prayers and did the sacraments, but I wouldn't say I knew Jesus personally. I knew of God the Father and Jesus and the stories, but there wasn't a relationship. It was just information. When I was 17, I went through a rebellious phase. I lied to my parents and stole from them and hung out with people I didn't have any business hanging out with. They were just a really bad influence. So I would go out with them on Saturday nights and party, and I'd sneak back into my house and then go to church with my mom on Sunday. And after a few months, the guilt and the weight of that double life really started to weigh on me. So when a friend invited me to go to a young adult service with them at the Grove, I said yes. I started attending regularly, and this bald, tattooed pastor got up one Sunday and talked about Jesus in a way I had never heard until I started coming to the Grove. He talked about how Jesus was a friend that you could really know and have a relationship with, and he talked about how God loved me so much that even in this sinful state that we all live in, he died for me, for us, for all of us, to pay the debt of the sins that we can't free ourselves from. I started to realize how broken and how lost I really was, and there was one Sunday he spoke from John 15 where he talks about how Jesus is the vine and we are the branches, and God prunes the branches that aren't bearing fruit. But the ones who remain with Jesus, the true vine, they bear fruit and bring glory to the Father. Choosing to follow Jesus hasn't made my life perfect or easy, but it's given me the freedom and the peace to embrace who God created me to be. I work here at the Grove on the production team, where I get to be surrounded by music and creativity that points to God's goodness, and I'm surrounded by people who love Jesus too. He's given me hope and a purpose, and has really allowed me to make my faith my own, just as my parents hoped I would. And I know that I have everything I need because I first recognized Jesus on that couch in the gym 22 years ago.